Good morning.
Yeah, okay. Good morning.
We are.
Yeah, I've got you okay. I can certainly follow it. So if it's coming out at your end, then that's fine.
Yeah. I think as long as you can hear me fluently, that's the most important, I guess. If the picture is a little, you know.
Yeah, I can follow the. Is it enough? I can hear you okay. So
yeah, okay.
It's a little blurry, but you know, look.
Yeah. Well,
see if it.
Later on, I hopefully have the camera or the video for you, and then you can see it if there's anything you missed. So, anyway, it's good to be back.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens here. And yeah, it's nice weather outside, so I guess Martin is cycling today.
Yeah.
I wonder where all the other people are normally gone. I mean, I spoke to Jingle a little bit yesterday. He sent me a video that I would definitely have to watch, he said, but it was very long, so I didn't have time for that. But,
I watched it last night.
Yeah. It's
very interesting, but I'm getting overwhelmed with videos and things to look at. So it's too much information. And although some of it's good, it still just blows your mind. I mean, I nearly didn't even bother watching it because it was an hour and 20 minutes long, you know.
Yeah, it's difficult.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, especially because I'm working now, so it's just not fun for that, you know.
Yeah.
I prefer.
Yeah, I mean, I've been getting involved with the farm up in Marrow and there's a lot more to do with my mum. There's a lot more to do with investments. It's crazy, you know. And you can only do so much, otherwise you just start getting stressed.
Now that I'm, you know, pretty much back to a normal sort of working schedule, at least the mornings are all full, some of the afternoons too. It makes it difficult to watch any of those things. You know, I didn't watch any TV yesterday at all. I prefer to go out there at night and do a walk, which does make my legs very stiff because I'm just walking in the hills behind Prasarita, trying to find new routes there. So, but it's yeah.
Carry on.
Okay, so straight leg, start nice and low, and then we'll build it up little by little. Try to get the muscle ache out of the legs again. In the hour that I went out, well, it wasn't even a full hour, but with the kids, I tried some handstands. It's been a long time since I've done those, and yeah, I can feel that today. Muscle in my shoulders, and neck.
Well, I can feel it today as well because I'm doing my weight jacket stuff. So yesterday was my serious doing like a press down with 24 kilos of weight jacket was quite interesting. Whew. It's amazing how strong the legs are. I mean, I can do a one-legged squat with 28 kilos.
Oof. Yeah, I'm afraid my knees won't like that. And I'm amazed how well they hold out the amount of walking and cycling that I do. You know, pretty much jumping every day. And they're still okay, but the moment I start putting extra weight on, you know, the knees, they usually start complaining.
It's interesting when I'm doing the squat, of course, I'm trying very, very hard to, you know, stop the knee from going inwards. And so the actual hardest part of the work for the squat is in the glutes.
Yeah.
You know, it's to actually stabilize the hip joint and stop the whole thing from you know, abducting.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know, positioning of the feet, making sure again that the majority of the pressure is more of the outer edge. You know.
Yeah.
It's things that we come across in the class very often as well. So I've got the feeling now that little by little things start loosening up again.
My carpet's moving around all over the place. Every so often I have to push it back forwards. Otherwise, I'm disappearing towards the other wall.
Yeah, I've been stepping on against the wall with my heel a few times already as well. Well, it's okay. Let's give it a few more kicks. And once more on either side. And okay. Now, I need to loosen up a little bit the hips. So let's see how flex it slightly further forward. So we got the forward. A little bit of a wider stance. And it's going to be try to keep the heels on the ground. And wiggle your way with your body forward, opening up the hips. And then straighten the spine as much as you can. Getting that body to sort of fit in between the knees or the thighs. Opening up the hips. Okay. You can just put your hands a bit in front, push out. Slowly your hands closer to your feet, and then we open up the feet a bit wider. Doesn't have to go as far as you can, just when you start to feel a slight pull on the inside of the legs. And then we start focusing on the pelvis again. So we rotate the pelvis forwards, press the feet on the outer edges, and start looking for the alignment in the body. Straight legs, straight spine, straight arms. Okay, with the next exhale, we're going to just round the spine off a bit further, flexing the elbows backward. That's very interesting how much stretch I notice in the peroneus muscle. Well, on both sides, the outsides of the fibula. It's really, that's where the walking, I've started feeling how much the muscles are doing. Inhale, come back up to halfway. And we're going to go and do a few twists here. So leave one hand below on the ground. The other one moves all the way up to the ceiling, twisting the spine as much as we can. Try to get the twist out of the body. That it's not the arm that pulls the body along, but the body that pushes the arm in place. Okay, change to the other side. Okay, both hands down again. We're going to rotate the feet a bit further out. So they're pointing outward now. We're bending the knees. You can place the hands on top of the knees. Almost like a sort of sumo wrestler. Yeah. Nice and deep, pressing the knees outward. And gives it a little twist as well. Just bending forwards with the one shoulder, pulling the other shoulder back. And the other side. Okay, back to the center. And let's stay deep with the legs. Press the knees out. A bit like what you were explaining, working a lot with the glutes. You pull the knees outward. And we bring the arms up. Now, then see if you can lift the heels off the ground. Just on your tiptoes.
Interesting.
Interesting, yeah. Well, balance and calf works and a lot of jittering around. Okay.
Yeah.
Push back up. Give that a little relaxation in the hips. Okay, now, as we're still standing quite wide with the legs, we rotate the right foot out. Yeah, you keep the knee a little bit bent for the time being. And we're just going to lean a bit over and reach out. So I've got the left hand on my back and the right arm is out. And I try to flex that hip as much as we can. Still keeping that right foot on that outer edge, pulling the knee away, outward. And just go and reaching. Okay, bring the hand down to wherever it reaches. Yeah, and then try to straighten that knee out. Okay, now all you need to do is bring this arm up. And look up at your top hand to get to Trikonasana. Okay, bring this hand back down. Flex that knee again. Go nice and deep. And slowly up. Let's turn the feet the other way. So we bend that knee, go a bit deeper, and then we reach out with the arm. The other hand's on the back, so it opens up the chest properly. And just reach out as far as you can go. And then when you drop the arm, just wherever it reaches, you hold, and then you straighten out that leg. And then the other arm comes up, and you look at the top hand. Okay, we bring the arm back behind the back. Start flexing the knee. And we come up and straighten out the leg. Okay, let's see. Should be able to do that in a revolved way as well. So let's turn the right foot out again. The left foot has to turn a bit more in now. If not, there's no way you can bring the opposing shoulder there. So we've got both hands behind the back, but it's this time the left arm that goes around and comes sort of, maybe a foot length distance from the right foot. Yeah. So just keep, for the moment, go as deep as you can. So we're now on the front of the foot with the back leg. We just twist as much as we can. This arm is still behind our back. And we're trying to twist as far as possible. You probably feel that well in the glute there, in the front leg. And from here, we straighten out the front leg as much as we can. And the arm comes up. And look at the top arm.
Yeah, getting it much more in hamstring.
Yeah. Bit over the outside and in the glute as well.
Yeah, a bit of the glute, mainly the hands, mainly mid hamstring.
Okay, bring the arm back behind the back, bend that knee. Then we have to bring the back leg foot and the left foot on the floor again, so the heel is touching, and then this arm comes over, and we're back straight. Turn the right foot forward and the left foot out, flexing that knee, and then it's the right hand which comes over. Yeah, the back foot goes on its tiptoe, so the hand can land on the ground there. Maybe pull it slightly, the hand slightly behind the foot. If it's next to the foot, it becomes very difficult to straighten the leg out. So just a little bit behind. Then twist the spine, lift that shoulder, left shoulder up high. Okay, and we straighten out the leg as much as we can. And then the arm comes up. Arm back behind the spine. Bend the knee. We have to bring the foot back in place, so turn that right foot, and then the arm comes over, and we straighten out. Good, back up. Now let's see if we can, we build up these postures now basically from below upward. Let's see if we can do them the other way around. So from the top down. Left foot pointing forwards, the right foot pointing sideways. We're going to keep the arms both pointing outward, not too high. So start more or less on chest or nipple level, and then bring the arms out. That prevents us from sort of lifting the shoulders up too much on them low and pushing out through the fingers rather than thinking of lifting up the arms. Just extend outward. And then we're going to reach to the right. And both legs are straight. Both legs are nice and straight, and we keep pushing out, keep pushing out. As long as we can make ourselves so this hip here, the right hip, really flexes to the side. And then once you can't get any further, we just tilt over. Yeah. And then look at your top hand if you can. Again, it's the chest that places the arm upward. It's not the arm that pulls us back. Inhale and up. Turn the feet around and go to the other side. Same thing here, so we first reach to the left as much as we can. Keep extending and extending and extending. And when you notice, well, that's it, there's nothing there anymore, we just tilt the body over. Once we're there, we look up to the top hand, trying to keep our balance. Okay, inhaling up. And we bring the arms in. Now, let's relax the legs a bit. Let's see if we can do this revolved Trikonasana triangle pose as well. It's harder because you're turning into the pose from standing, which means balance definitely becomes a bit tricky. But let's try it out. So, about a meter or so wide, the right foot turns out to the right, the left foot is still pointing forwards. Remember that in order to get into the pose, that back leg needs to turn on its toes. If not, we can't get there. So, bringing the arms out, or from the chest again, and then it's the opposite hand, the left hand in this case, which comes over, and then we turn the body, the back foot comes up on its toes, and the hand goes down to the ground. Straight away in the pose. Now, it could be difficult to come back up. If it's so, then just bend that front knee. If you can, but you can try to come in these straight angles, back up. Just turn the foot back in place, the heel's touching, and then the arm comes up. And we come back.
Yeah, it's very difficult to keep a straight leg. The leg was bending throughout.
I just need to click this notice away that I've got 10 minutes left. We're not going to use that anyway, so let's see. There we go. Where are we? Button. That's it. So I can see again. So let's do the other side. Left foot turns out. Try to find balance there. Arms go out as well. And in this case, it's the right arm which comes all the way over. The chest follows. That back foot follows eventually as well. And the other arm comes up.
Yeah, the only way I can do it with a straight leg is by keeping my hand on my leg rather than on the floor.
Or a stack of books, or if you have a yoga block, put your hand on that.
Yeah, I'll use my leg for now.
Yeah. And it makes it easier for balance if you can keep a little bit of space between your leg, front leg, and your hand. If you're right on your leg, balance becomes very difficult.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing wrong with it, but it's definitely more difficult. Okay, let's see if we can come up again. So I'm turning my back foot in place, then while the right hand comes up with the body, the other arm comes over.
I made a ball into that one, never mind.
Good, well that does it. I have to slowly finish up a bit. Let's do a few forward folds just to sort of loosen the spine up a bit more. So a bit of a half squat and then lengthening the spine, really trying to flex as much as you can into the hips. And then we bring Hands down, round the spine. Try to get your armpits to reach your knees. And then in that position, we start to try to straighten out the legs a bit more. If you want, you can grab hold of your heels and ankles. Pull your body down while you try to straighten the legs somewhat. They won't go straight, but that's okay. Okay, let's go halfway. So we straighten the legs out and we straighten the spine out, lengthening the spine as much as we can, tilting the pelvis forward. Try and lengthen through the neck. The chin doesn't come up too much. Okay, bend your knees again, hands down on the ground. Take a bit of weight on your hands. Just so the heels come off the ground. Little bit of workout for the shoulders. Trying to pull your pelvis up. And back down. Good. Inhale up. And hands to the chest. Thank you very much, Doug, for joining today.